planning on maybe putting it back on the market or interviewing agents?
I'm gonna wait probably a week or so and then I might decide on it.
Rule number 93. You are the greatest project you'll ever work on. Restart, reset, and refocus as many times as you need. Just don't give up.
All right. I hope you guys are having a fantastic 2024 so far. We are towards the end of spring, right? We're in May. And a lot of homes under contract. 17 listings right now. So things are going well. Stuff is closing. Getting ready. We're May 1st now. So I love the first of every month because it's expired day. We get a big batch of expireds that hit the market, and I got a few of them here that I'm going to reach out to that are of some interest to me, and we're going to see if we can get someone on the phone and find out what happened with their property. Now, this first one that I'm going to call, let me see. I'm going to show you guys what I'm looking at. This first one I'm going to call was in the market 254 days. It's 4,600 square feet. The home was built in 1875. It's one of those houses that has a name, right? The David A. Barnes home, one of those historic houses that's on the National Register of Historic Properties. Looks like it was on the market for quite a while, 254 days. It comes with over 8 acres. Really unique property that should sell even at $595. Now, $595 in this area is a lot of money, but that shouldn't affect this. So let me pull this up so you guys can see what I am looking at as far as what this property is. All right, here we go. It's over 8 acres, right? Historic 1875 home. Been well maintained. I love this little circular sidewalk with a roundabout in it. You can see it's got a plaque out in front of the property to show the significance of this home. I'll tell you, so to me, this looks like a cell phone photo. That looks like a cell phone photo. That looks like a cell phone photo, and I can't quite tell in the reflection if I see the picture taker. Really have to zoom in. Again, cell phone photo. Right, here we are. It didn't sell. Now, did it not sell because it was bad photos? Maybe not. But this house deserves some fantastic photos, right? This house should photograph really, really well. Looks to be vacant. We love that. It's an out-of-state number. So we're going to see if we can get this person on the phone. I'm thinking, it's not being lived in. They're going to have to do something with it. They're not going to rent a historic home like this out. I can't imagine. I mean, maybe they would, but we'll see. Let's see if we can get Andrea on the phone. Pull this back up so I can be looking at the description while we are talking to Andrea. And let's look at the history too. Started out at 675 and it expired at 595. All right. Love hearing that phone ring. Let's go.
Call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available at the tone.
So they didn't answer on the first call. We're going to shoot first name and question mark in a text message. We're going to see if we can get them to respond back to us via text or call us back. One or the other. Either one would be fine. Let's try the other number that we have here.
We're sorry. You have reached a number.
Okay, so the second number in the queue is no good. All right, so that first number, we're going to lock that in. We're going to lock it in as a contact. We're going to do first name, Andrea. We're going to do expired as the middle name. And we're going to put the street name on here. So if Andrea calls us back, we'll know exactly what type of call it is. We'll know exactly who we are talking to and exactly what their address is. Even if we're out driving, if we're at the grocery store, whatever, doesn't matter. All right, on to the next. So the next one is 699,000. Looks like they started out at 750. Was on the market 240 days with no sale. Let's see, doesn't look like they got it under contract or anything. 3,700 square feet, 4-bedroom, 4-bath, waterfront property. Let's go on here. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at. All right, here we go. Brick house, 2-car garage, a lot of square footage on the water. Isn't that nice? A little short pier, but that's okay. You don't need much. Nice photography, nice drone photography. These properties just take a little bit longer to sell. They don't sell a lot of times quickly. Wrought iron fence across the back. That's nice. Yeah, great place. All right, we're going to stop that. Drop this down. I'm going to go back and pull up the description so I can see what I'm talking about. Built in 2004. 2-hour notice. Oh, it looks like they're living in it. Linda or Richard?
Reach 43404. Please leave a message.
All right, no answer. Since there was a female on there, I'm going to assume we're speaking with Linda. All right, first name question mark. So now we're going to lock this one in. And contact Linda, expired, and the street name. All right, so now she's locked in. So we got text. So we'll see if either one of them respond back to us. If not, we'll call them again tomorrow, right? We'll see if we can get them on the phone. All right, so let's move on to the next one. This one is not being lived in. They're living somewhere else. In fact, I believe they're living in another state. So maybe this was a rental. This one was on the market for 189 days. It does not look like they got it under contract at any point in that time. Listed at 409. It was originally listed at 519. Wow, they went big on this one. And then over a 6-month period, dropped it 110,000. See, here's the problem, right? We have to get better at explaining to people the detriment, the things that can happen when you overprice your property, and then it gets stigmatized by being on the market for 3, 4, 5, 6 months and doesn't sell. Now people think there's something wrong with it. It doesn't matter how far you bring the price down. Think about this one. This one's been on the market 189 days, was listed at 519, and it expired off the market at 409, which means they were chasing this thing down drastically, trying to get the price lower and lower and lower. Let's see. The history tells me how many times they did price reductions. It doesn't matter, right? They started way high. Oh, here we go. Price change. Look at this. Okay. So we've got new listing, October 25th of last year, 519. Price change on 11/1. We're talking a price change 6 days later from 519 to 489. Then open house, new photos. Then another price change on 1/2 from 489 down to 455. Then another price change on 131. So we're talking 4 weeks later from 455 down to 435. Then another price change on 318 from 435 down to 409. So we've got 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 price changes where they're trying to chase this thing down and see if they can get somebody interested in buying it. That either the seller is completely unreasonable with their expectations and the agent went in and said, hey, look, this is what it's worth. this is where we should be. And so I said, I want to try high and see if we can get lucky. And the agent just went with it. Or the agent went in and way overestimated what that house would sell for, and then started trying to chase it down. And we're talking big price cuts each time. 519 down to 489, 489 down to 455, 455 down to 435, 435 down to 409. We're talking $20,000, $30,000 price cuts each time, trying to get somebody to step up to the plate and grab this thing. And they just weren't able. And now they're in that position where it's stigmatized. It's got so much, people are so concerned that there's something wrong with it. It has to be something wrong with it for it to be on the market 6 months and have 4 price reductions. If they'd started at 409, I bet you it sells in the first week, right? Because you're getting the most attention on that property in the first week. This is going to be a fun call. Oh, I don't think you guys have seen this one yet. Let me pull this up so you guys can see what I'm looking at. I'm excited to get on the phone. This is going to be a fun call. All right. So professional photographer did twilight photo, right? That actually works out well. Actually did another twilight photo from another angle. That works out well too. Here we are again, not being lived in, right? Vacant property, all wood floors, cathedral ceilings, tray ceilings. There's things about this property that are fantastic, right? Now, kitchen could use some updating. That's certainly a detriment to this property. It's got whatever these counters are. I'm pretty sure that's not granite. I think that's some sort of a laminate, and it's got the old wood cabinets in it. It does have gas stovetop. It does have stainless dishwasher. I'm not seeing a refrigerator yet. Stainless microwave above it. These photos aren't the greatest. I would think with a photographer doing twilight photos and stuff in the front that you would get views out of these windows and whatnot. That could be better. Yeah, we'll see. All right, so now you guys have seen what I'm looking at here. Let me go back, pull this up so that I can have the description in front of me. Half an acre, give or take. No description, right? Listen to this description, because the photos are supposed to grab your attention and get you in the, like, to open up the listing. And then the description is supposed to engage you, not you as real estate agents, but the potential buyer is supposed to engage your curiosity and cause them to want to set up a showing. This description, check out this beautifully maintained home in the sought after neighborhood of Pelican Point. Has cathedral ceilings, fireplace, solid surface counters, large primary suite, vanities, makeup vanities, soaking tub, glass enclosed shower, walk-in closet. Upstairs consists of 2 bedrooms, a bath, and a large bonus room that can be used as a 4th bedroom, freshly painted on the inside and out. It's really just the basic facts. It's like bullet points for the house. No verbiage or wording in there that's going to really excite you to set up a showing on this place. All right. Okay, we've talked enough. I'm dying to get this one on the phone.
Hello.
Hey, Mr. Patel.
Yes.
Hey, my name's Shane Noblin. I'm a local real estate agent here in Elizabeth City. How you doing today?
Okay.
Good, good. I saw your property over there on Ibis Way in Elizabeth City, 216. It expired off the market last night.
Right.
Yeah, I was checking in with you. Are you still trying to sell that? Are you planning on maybe putting it back on the market or interviewing agents?
I'm gonna wait probably a week or so, and then I might decide on it.
I got you. I got you. Well, I'd love to apply for the position to maybe help you get it sold. Would that be possible?
Sure, I got your number. If I'm ready, I'll let you know.
Okay. Well, if you got a good email address, I'll send you over my resume. That way you can kind of get familiar with me.
Is this your cell phone number?
It is, sir.
All right, I'll email you.
Awesome.
Text
Sounds
you.
good.
All right, no problem.
All right. Thank you, bud. You have a great day.
Bye.
All right. We'll see you. I don't know how much easier that gets, right? He's going to keep it off the market for a week or so and then potentially get it back on the market. He's sending me over his email address so I can send him my resume. I'll put him down as a follow-up call here in a week, and then we'll see what happens, right? I think I have laid the groundwork on that one good enough. And there we go. He's already sent me his email. That is perfect. And I wasn't going to try. See, most of the time, guys, I'll say first name. Hey, Mike. Yeah. And then I'll introduce myself and whatever. Anytime I've got a name that I'm not confident that I'll be able to roll the pronunciation out properly, I attempt not to try it. So in this case, last name Patel, that's a pretty common name. So it's much easier to go that route. All right. And I had a call while we were on that other one. I don't know if it's anybody that we've spoke with. Let's see here.
Calling in reference to a piece of property that you have to sell in Oakland, North Carolina. I think someone would give you a call like this.
All right. So we got somebody calling about one of my listings. Let's.
Hello, sir. How are you?
It is another day in paradise. The only way I could be doing any better is if my name was Letitia.
Good.
I figured, see, if I can start every conversation off by making someone else laugh, then it's just a little bit better world, right?
I do agree. I do agree. I apologize, but someone is beeping in. I'm gonna just end that conversation and come.
That's
right
fine.
back over.
No,
Give
no,
me just
take
a
your
second.
time. Yep.
Okay, I do apologize.
No, you're good.
I was-
You're good.
Trying to get some additional information on the 3 Oak Bush Street
Yes.
property.
Yep. What can I answer for you on that one?
How many rooms?
Let me pull it up right here and just make sure I'm not telling you wrong. I believe it's a 3-2, but I want to take a look and make sure before.
How much are they asking for it?
165. It's a 3-2, 1,632 square feet, built in 1920.
Any idea why so much? Is it a particular feature about it that is a seller? I mean, I don't know what, but I of course would like to come and see it, but until then,
Yeah,
is there anything
definitely.
in particular that stands out?
Well, it's got a new roof on it, new metal roof, and that's it's got a 40-year warranty on the finish on the roof and a 100-year warranty on the metal. Of course, metal roofs just never go bad.
Okay.
It's all put together inside. You don't have to do anything to it. Like the dining area in there has exposed beams. It's for an old house, like a 1920s house. You can just move right in and start living. It's fairly new HVAC system in it. And I have to pull up the year. I want to say it was this year or last year that the units were installed. It really doesn't need anything.
Okay. And I just happen to I am an educator who travels the road. That road.
Oh, I got you.
That particular school often, and it just struck me the other day that it was for sale. So
yeah,
I didn't know exactly what the specs on it was. So that's why.
Right. Yeah, 3-2, 1,632 square feet, built in 1920. New roof, newer HVAC. I don't know really what else to talk about. There's no interior photos online because they had a death in the family and then one of their children were getting married. And so it's just been pure chaos. But online, there's plenty of exterior photos and drone photos and all that kind of thing. So you can really get a good feel. The backyard's completely fenced in. It's got that separate workshop over there to the right as you're looking at the house, and then the carport right off the kitchen. So if you got groceries and it's raining, you won't get rained on. You pull right under the carport, and the door is right there into the kitchen from that.
Okay.
Just a really well put together home.
So are they showing?
Yes. Yep. I can set up a showing for you when it's convenient.
I will probably call back and try to set up a showing
Okay.
so that I can have a more educated conversation with you. Okay.
Gotcha. Not a problem. You have a fantastic day.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye. All right. So we always love selling our own houses, right? Getting both ends of a deal. We can really maximize how much money we're making here. Now we're going to stop for a moment. We're going to send that email to Mr. Patel, right? We want to do that immediately, just in case. We want them because we just got done telling them we're going to send them over our resume. Now we follow it up with that resume moments after we get off the phone, right? And it sets that good example, that Johnny on the spot, that you are attentive to detail. Because he's out of town. He's remember correctly, he's in Pennsylvania. So these are easy, right? I'm sending them over my resume. Probably won't have a meet and greet at the house. It'll just be picking up the listing. All right, resume sent. Now we're back on track. We fielded a call from somebody wanting to look at one of our listings, right, off of a sign. Should have, now I failed here, right? I had her on the phone. Let's do this. We're going to correct this failure. See if we can get Letitia to answer the phone.
Welcome to the US Cellular voicemail. 252 is not available. Please leave your message after the tone. After you have finished your message, just hang up. Or to hear more options, please press 1.
Hey, Letitia, this is Shane. We just spoke a minute ago. When you get a chance, text me over your email address, and I will send you this MLS page so that you can have all the details in front of you. You can print them off and go over it, when you need to. All right. Have a great day. Because we have a prospect on the phone, there's no reason not to get an email address, add them to your database, start sending things to them so that they can get familiar with you. And down the road, if this isn't the right one, if it is too much, right, for this particular person, well, maybe they want to do something with something else. And so you may as well set that in place. All right, so back on track. All right, the next one. Spoke with this gentleman back in 2022 about his property that had expired then. At the time, he was doing some renovations and he was not interested in relisting. And he has now done roughly $80,000 in improvements. So his home expired in 2022. They did a bunch of work to it in 2023. And then he relisted with someone else. And lo and behold, here it is. It's expired again. Waterfront property. I think it's a bit overpriced, but we'll see. It's a 3-3 with 2,173 square feet. And let me pull this up so you guys can see what I'm looking at. All right. Nice photography here. Somebody put in some fake grass and did a twilight photo and added some lights and stuff to the front of the house. I'm not a big fan of the fake grass and the inaccurate representation. Wow, we did one of these from the back as well. Okay, so we did $80,000 worth of work in the house, but we did not rebuild the pier. That is a shame because that would have made it so much more marketable to have a complete pier. We did get drone photos. See, yeah, I remember this house. Had the pier blown right off of it. I'm not sure about highlighting the fact that the pier is gone. I actually showed this house and one other for one of my clients, and they ended up choosing the other house. He has done a lot of work to it. I remember this little corner fireplace. How unusual is this fireplace, right? It's like it's just odd. All right. So we're going to stop that. I'm going to come here. I want to pull this up so that I can have these details in front of me. And if I remember right, this guy was a bit of a toolbox last time I talked to him. So we'll see. He's not having any luck.
Wireless customer you are calling is not available.
Not available. Let's try that one more time.
Wireless customer you are calling is not available. Please try again later.
It's a bit odd. All right, I'm going to pause this and I'm going to research a couple more numbers. We're going to see if we can get a conversation with this gentleman. All right, so we've pulled another phone for Thomas, a phone number, actually. So let's see, 423.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. Sorry, the mailbox belonging to...
Boy, that sounds like a landline. Well, and here's another case, right? That one was listed. I don't know. I don't think we talked about this. That one was listed at 575. It expired at 460. So they listed it way high, right? And it expired in 2022 at 429.9. So they went 575. Then they, on 8/1 last year, then they did a price change down to 555. So they took 20 grand off in 8/24, 3 weeks later. Right? Then they did another price change to 525. So another 30 grand off, 10/6. Then they did another price change down to 485. So what are we talking there? $40,000? They did another $40,000 price reduction on December 7th. Then they did another price change December 28th. Talking three weeks exactly later, from 485 to 477. So another 8,000 off. Then they did another price change April 1st from 477 down to 460. So we're talking another 17,000 off. So here we are again, and we have to get good at showing this in real time, right? Showing what happens. You got this fantastic house. If it was listed at 460 in the beginning, chances are it sells, right? But here we are, we're how many days in? We are 264 days in. So we're what, 3/4 of a year in, right? And we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 price reductions. Any buyer's agent worth their salt, they're going to go through, they're going to look at this history and they're going to say, man, they've reduced the price 6 different times. And they're going to come with crazy lowball offers, right? This thing ended up at 460 where it probably should have began. And they're going to come in with offers of, 370, 380. They're really going to come in and see what they can do to steal this property because it's been on the market almost a year. And it's at 6 price reductions. This kills your ability to sell a home. It just kills it. And this is a prime example of that inaction, right? We have to describe this situation to our people on our listing appointments, right? We have to get better at explaining to them that, hey, this thought that you're going to go really, really high and maybe get lucky, and worst case scenario, you lose a little bit of time. That's not what happens. You lose a lot of time and you lose a lot of equity, right? Versus pricing the home right in the beginning. Ultimately, that was pretty sure that was a house line. So we're going to call him back. This is a bad number. And that works. Bad number. House line. Call back. Make your notes. Make your notes, right? All right, so we got two more here. So let's look at the next one. Oof. All right. Let's see if we've got the same well, 33 days in the market. So this one wasn't on the market long. It was listed at 590. It expired at 575. Here we are again. Why are we changing the price in the first couple of weeks? Let's take a look and see what happened here. So listed at 590. 19 days later, so not even 3 weeks, 19 days later, we do a price reduction down to 575. And then 13 days after that, we pull it off the market. That happened back in November. So it just expired today, but it was withdrawn back in November. So it's kind of like an old expired a little bit, right? Nice place, 2,360 square feet, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, built in 2020, brand new house, basically. What else about this? Doesn't look like it went under contract. Okay. We're in the springtime. A lot of these people pull it off the market. They go, we'll wait till spring. So let's see. Oh, you guys haven't seen it yet. Let me show you what I'm looking at so you can see. All right. So as you can see, 2-story with an attached garage. Got a vinyl privacy fence going around the back. Video, nice photography, nice place. I mean, it's a brand new house. Look, it's got an in-ground pool in the back. A nice perimeter around it. And nice photography. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with this listing. It's in a good neighborhood. Everything in the neighborhood's brand new. Double tray ceilings. You don't see that too often, a double tray like that. Nice, not a lot to talk about here. Let's see if they've got drone photos. Yeah, they even got drone photos. At least a drone photo. There we go. Some drone photography going on. Yeah, fantastic place. All right, so let's stop the share. Pull this back up so I have it where I can look at the description while we're talking. And let's see what Jacob or Kelly have to say.
Hello?
Hey, Jacob.
Yeah.
Hey, my name's Shane. I'm a local real estate agent here in Elizabeth City. How you doing today?
How are you?
It's another day in paradise. If I was doing any better, my name would have to be Jacob, I think. Hey, I saw you guys had a property over there on Currituck Reserve Parkway that was on the market towards the end of last year. It looks like it just expired yesterday, but you guys had already pulled it maybe in November. Whatever happened with that? Did you guys end up selling it, or you just decide to keep it, or what?
No, so there were no bites on the property, the market.
Yeah.
My ex-wife is living in it right now,
Okay.
so it's got to get sold at some point.
Gotcha.
But we just kind of agreed that she can just live in it until the market comes back, and we can make some money off of it.
Gotcha. Well, we're hot and heavy right now. I know the interest rates haven't come down, but last 2 that I listed sold in the first day in multiple offer situations. So, with the no inventory, which we're battling, and now we're in the selling season, and you got the coasties are moving to their new duty stations, and needing to pick up properties and all. We're certainly doing a lot of selling right now. What are you guys thinking as far as timeline, maybe?
Well, you'd have to ask her, because I don't know what her financial status is.
Gotcha.
Whether or not she can even afford to stay in that area, because the prices are going through the roof.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we got it at a pretty good clip, a good price, and we did a lot of work to that backyard.
Yeah, the pool looks fantastic. It really does. And
yeah.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, we put a lot of money into that backyard. So.
Oh, I bet. I bet. Did you guys do the fence? Was it already fenced in when you got there, or is all that vinyl fencing?
It was already fenced in.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Is that a saltwater pool or chlorine?
Yes.
Saltwater
pool. It's pavers. I can't remember what kind. Outdoor kitchen, and then the pergola.
Yeah. Well, the saltwater is the only way to go. Really is. It's much less maintenance.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
But she'd be the one to contact.
Okay. Do you have a good number for? I can look it up if I'm sure you have a good number for, but
yeah, it's 401.
Yes, sir.
952.
Got it. Okay. Well, I'll shoot her a call. Now, does she work during the day or something? I don't want to interrupt her if she's in the middle of something.
She works overnight. She's a nurse, so she sleeps during the day. So it'd probably be like sometime after 4 would be best.
After 4. Gotcha. Sounds good. I'll reach out to her and kind of see what the plans are, what the thinking is. I have a lot of success on getting them sold in this area. Last year, out of the 2,000 agents in my MLS, I was 10th out of 2,000. So I, sell a lot of them. And the only thing that I sell are expired properties where the other agent wasn't able to find a buyer for the property, or for sale by owners where they're not able to find a buyer themselves. So I was able to do that while at the same time selling the most difficult homes, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, do you have a good email address? I'd like to send you over my resume so you could maybe get a little familiar with me.
Yeah, sure. It's
All right. Well, when we get off here, I'll send that resume over to you so you can kind of meet me on paper. And then this afternoon after 4 o'clock, I'll shoot Kelly a call, and we'll see if we can kind of at least come up with a game plan or timeline, whatever, and see if we can give you guys a big win this time.
all right. Sounds good.
All right, bud. You have a fantastic day.
You too.
All right. See you.
All right, bye.
All right. So another quality call. His ex-wife is living in the house, so she's gonna kind of run point on this, on timeline and all that stuff. But great call with Jacob, and we'll see how that goes. Now I'm gonna lock him in. All right. So now I've got him locked in. Now we're gonna send him over our resume. It was great speaking with you today, Jacob. I have attached my resume below. Reach out. Something that I like that he said, we're absolutely going to have to sell the house at some point. Why not set this relationship now? Whether it's now, 6 months from now, a year from now, doesn't matter. I'm not going anywhere, and I'm not going to stop selling real estate. So you may as well set the relationship now and get into a position where when the time is right for them, you're the one handling this transaction. Come on, there we go. Send. All right, now he has my resume. Now I'm all set. Remember, Mr. Patel, we'll go about a week, then he's going to put it on the market. So we're going to set him for a 1-week callback. So next Wednesday, go into my phone. Oh, so we got a response. Andrea, the very first call, responded yes to first name question mark. So let me stay on task though. Let's go to my calendar. We're going to go to next Wednesday. Add. Call. Okay, so we've locked that in. Let me make sure that I locked his number in. Back here. You know what? I did not. So let's lock his number in. All right, so now we've sent over our resume to the gentleman we just spoke with, Jacob. We have locked in his name and expired and his details as a contact. We've locked Mr. Patel in for a callback 1 week from today. Now he has my resume, and he's looking at that and considering it, getting familiar with me a little bit, right? So now The first one, if you remember the named house that was built in the 1800s, that person has responded back to the first name question mark, right? Andrea question mark. And she responded back, yes. So now we're going to try calling again to see if we can get her on the phone. I'm going to refresh your memory. We're talking about this house, 8 acres, little over 8 acres, named house, had the plaque out front, right? Really cool place. Priced expensive for the area, but you're getting a lot for that money. So we are going to see if we can get her on the phone. Minimize this, drop that back, get the description up so that we can be looking at this. Okay, so let's see.
This is Andrea.
Hi, Andrea. My name's Shane. I'm a local real estate agent here in Murfreesboro. How you doing today?
I'm well. How are you?
Good, good. I see you had a property. It looks like a fantastic place on Main Street that
Yes.
came off. Oh, no, it's back active again.
It's active, yes.
It had come off the market this morning, which is why I was calling, but it looks like you reactivated it with Miss Revel. So
Yes.
you can disregard this phone call. If I find a buyer, I'll shoot Alicia a call and we'll set up a showing.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Take
you, ma'am.
care.
Have a great day. So in the period of time between me making my initial call and sending the text message, and now this property has gone from expired to active. All right, so we're going to disregard that one. And we're going to move on. We've got one more expired that we can call. And that is Mr. Joseph. So this particular property, let's follow this trend. Original list price, $649,900. It expired at $649,900. Okay. Only on the market 9 days. So it was on the market 9 days. It was withdrawn back in February and has now expired. So I'm looking like it was a 3-month listing. It was only on a short amount of time, a couple of days, a week. Certainly going to be a story here. 1.46 acres, built in 2015. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at. We're looking at, potential issues. Why did you pull it off the market after listing it? Just a few days, a week. And sometimes you'll see where they pull it off the market because it's just bad photos, bad marketing, bad everything. They're like, the heck with this. But let me come back here. I'm going to show you guys what I'm looking at. All right. Nice place, built in 2015, fairly new house. Love the stonework. Nice photography, nothing wrong with that. Pretty small little sitting area in the front, but you got to do something with it, right? These photos. Looks like a pretty pinched dining room as well. I like that photo better. I don't know that I would have put this photo in there because it makes it look like you're going to bump into the walls just getting up from the table. Much better photo there. Love the exposed beam or the faux beam look. Might just be me, but all the rooms in this house seem to be small. Kitchen looks nice. We don't like black appliances as much as we like stainless, but everything else looks fairly nice. It is laminate countertops, right? Newer laminate countertops, but not granite or marble. All right, that's a nice back porch area. Okay. Well, not a bad place. I say it's a bit pinched. What did they squeeze? So there's 3,000 square feet. Doesn't feel like a 3,000 square foot home on the inside. It's 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. I don't know. Let's see.
Hello?
Hey, is this Miss Roebuck?
Yes.
Hey, my name is Shane. I'm a local real estate agent. How you doing today?
I'm fine.
Good, good. I was calling about your property over there in Fox Lane. It looked like you guys had it on the market and then it came off fairly quickly. Whatever happened with that? Did you guys just decide to stay?
Well, for now, because I had chemo last
Oh.
September through December, and then I had surgery in January, and then I found out I had to do radiation too. So
Oh.
just said forget it for now.
Have they got it under control?
Oh yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I graduated from my radiation class, and
Oh,
the
you
doctor told me last
graduated.
Friday. I went for my 30-day checkup. He said, "We don't want to see you anymore." I said, "That's fine. I don't want to see you either."
I tell you, they say that stuff is not for sissies, that it's pretty hard on you. Did you find it to be tough?
Yeah, because it burned me kind of bad this time. I had it in 2020 also, and so I asked the doctor if it was stronger this time.
Right.
And he said, "Well, you had chemo first this time, so that enhances the radiation." So okay, that
Oh,
explains it. Mhm.
my goodness.
Mhm.
Wow, it sounds like you have been through it here.
Yeah, it's like I already had a turn in 2020. I don't want another turn, but
That's right.
yeah.
Well,
Anyhow,
hopefully it's
be
gone
waking up
this
every
time.
day.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Wow.
I hope
Well,
so.
what are the plans? Are you going to hang on to this for just a little bit and then maybe reevaluate?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if that day ever does come, I'd love to have a seat at the table to kind of tell you what I would do to maybe get it sold. Would it be okay if I sent you over my resume?
Well, we have a friend that's in the business,
Okay.
so he was kind of helping us out last time.
Gotcha. Brian over there.
Well, it's a friend of his,
I see.
Doug Luke, but Doug is not licensed in North Carolina anymore.
Oh,
So
okay.
called him Brian. So
Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, that makes sense. Well, you never know what might happen in the future. Brian might get out of the business or something. I'd still love for you guys to at least have me in your back pocket. Is that okay?
yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
We
What's
got
up?
2 things in the mail yesterday from somebody. Where in the
I got you. I got you. What's a good email for you? I'll send it over to that, and then you can kind of get familiar with me a little bit.
It's
At what.com?
Live, L-I-V-E.
Live. Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'll send that over to you. And if you need something, or if you even just have questions, down the road, feel free to reach out.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Bye. All right. So, not a bad call, right? She has a friend in the business. See what happened? Her friend Doug in another state wanted to hook himself up with a referral fee. So he found this guy locally. And that's that's what we do as real estate agents. So they don't really have any loyalty to the new guy other than the loyalty they feel for Doug, their friend. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I'm gonna send her over my resume so that she can get familiar with me, and then we'll go from there. I'm gonna pause this for a minute while I send that resume over. All right, so I have sent an email with my resume. So now she can get a little familiar with me and how I sell properties. I've also locked her in for a 1-month callback. So this is May 1st, June 1st, and we'll give her a call back. Just check in, see how things are going, see if she needs anything from me, that kind of thing. Just stay top of mind, right, through these follow-ups. That's all the expireds that I'm calling a day. All right, well, that's my call session for today. I got several emails, sent out resumes to each one of those. And I would say of the 3 solid leads that I had there, I think 2 of those very potentially could convert into listings. Mr. Patel, I think, is a good one. Jacob would be another one potentially. But we'll see. Time will tell. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you're interested, I am offering one-on-one training. And if you're interested in exploring what that looks like, book a call on my calendly link below, and we'll go through it. I just finished up 5 1-hour sessions with one of my students today, new to calling FSBOs. And in these 5 1-hour sessions, he set 6 appointments to get in front of these FSBOs and have these conversations with them. So it's working great. It is transferable. What I'm doing is not is not difficult. You just have to understand the process, understand the non-negotiables, and then go for it. So if you're thinking of a brokerage change, would love to talk to you what it looks like to join our brokerage over here. You can book a call on that same Calendly link in the description below, and we'll see you on the next one.